Yeah, I mean, and it's quite interesting to see them squabbling over the parentage of particular measures, of which the personal tax allowance. I mean, the Liberal Democrats insist that personal tax allowance would not have gone up or would not have gone up as much if it was not for their presence in government and their insistence on that as in the terms of the coalition. I think it was something that the Tories have always been quite keen on anyway, so I don't think it was quite as cut and dried as that. I think it's been quite interesting. I mean, there's been some horse trading. There have been some things that have. I mean, it has changed the nature of budgets because you will have noticed that. It used to be the task of people like me to try and get details of it, and the famous budget leaks and so on. Now they leak it themselves, and I mean, we wrote on Sunday that it would be a good idea to extend Help to Buy 1, and we thought we'll wait until the speech on Wednesday, but see whether it happens or not. I mean, 2 hours later, I'm not saying the two things are related. George Osborne announces it on the Andrew Marr programme on Sunday morning. So these things are locked. And one of the reasons why that is happening is that they fear that if the Tories don't leak it, the Liberal Democrats will. So so the whole idea of budget secrets and budget purder is slightly different than it was. But of course, the pension thing did not leak out. I think the Lib Dems have been a moderating influence. In some respects, that has been quite good. Tory backbenchers will say it has prevented, having the kind of red meat measures that they would have liked from a Conservative Chancellor. But I think in this environment where, people, you've got to tread quite carefully on tax. And, would it have been a good thing to, when Osborne reduced the top rate from 50 to 45, would it have been a good thing to come down all the way to 40%, as many Tory backbenchers wanted? I think it probably wouldn't have been, because that would have been seen as too much of a concession to the better off. And I think on something like that, Liberal Democrats probably did caution against that. So I think they've been quite a useful moderating influence. And for what it's worth, I mean, and economic political predictions are almost as sort of dangerous as economic ones. I do think we'll have another Conservative Liberal Democrat coalition. I think that is the most likely outcome we have in 2015. But as I say, take that with a pinch of salt, because that is my view. Yeah.